Готово.
Hello friends, I'm Angela and this is Victoria and welcome back to DMUK Talkies. Today we're here with our guest, Mr. Chihoon Jeong, who is an international entrepreneur, a traveler and an artist. Here in Almaty, he owns Flask Coffee and Chicken Star Restaurant. We're so glad to meet you, Chihoon.
Very nice meeting you. Hello.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Chihoon. Nice to meet you.
Okay. As we know, you are originally from South Korea. How old you were when you started traveling, and how did you move to Kazakhstan from your original country?
So, here's things. You guys are very young, right? I started learning English when I was 27, which was 13 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, and then I started traveling. No, my first country to travel was the Philippines when I was 18, but it was 2 months. But in Korea, since you have to do military service, you don't have a chance to travel until you finish your military service. Now you can, but back in the days. And I started traveling when I was 27, when I went to actually study in United States. And then, yeah, since then I started traveling. And I traveled to many countries, lived to different countries. And then I came to Kazakhstan. First, I came to Kyrgyzstan to travel, and then I really liked the country, liked the Central Asia, so I decided to open my business there. And yeah, that's how I am in Central Asia.
So nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So, you know, we saw your Instagram account and it is so aesthetic. We can see how talented you are. Could you please tell us, where do you get your inspiration from?
Wow, this is actually probably one of the, I think it's the first time I heard about my Instagram. Thank you. So yeah, I love art. So I'm trying to be more artistic, and then I like simplicity. I like minimalism. I like also fashion. And so I'm not really active posting something on my Instagram, but I'm always trying to be, simple and like cool. And most inspiration come from art. I'm following a lot of art Instagrams and the galleries and museums and fashion, the magazines, the interior design companies, and all these things. They are my inspiration. It's great that now you can see the best people what they're doing online.
Okay. You own one of the most popular coffee shops in Almaty. And what is the magic and art of coffee, and what is your favorite technique of making the good and delicious drink?
Okay, that's a very good question. Thank you. We are trying to be unique in this market. So basically, coffee industry has been changed significantly. Basically, coffee is second largest trading commodity in the world after oil. So yeah, a lot of people don't know about this. But coffee traditionally has been always, people's idea is always coffee is bitter. You need to put milk, you need to put sugar, la la la. But recently there is a movement called specialty coffee. Specialty coffee is basically, it's like wine. You have different varietal. So it's not like Arabica, Robusta, or which country. Now we talk about which country, which region, which sub-region, which district, which sub-district, which farm, which varietal, which process, which year they're producing. So this is all different kind of components can really affect the coffee taste and coffee quality. So coffee is not like before, the price range is so big. So what here we are trying to do is we are trying to promote the specialty coffee, which is that who is growing this coffee. When you go to the commercial coffee shop, you don't know who is the farmer. You don't know what's the supply chain. But the specialty coffee is that, for example, we recently bring in the Say coffee from Brooklyn, New York. They have a direct relationship with the farmers. So the farmers get paid a lot more, and then it's more sustainable, more ethical. Whereas the commercial coffee shops, there's so many steps between the customers and then farmers almost get nothing. And so, and then the quality of coffee is mass production, so it's not very good. So what we are trying to do in the market is that we want to bring the highest quality coffee and then bring it to you and then help you to find your favorite coffee, because all coffee tastes different. So if you come to Flask, you will enjoy different taste and different type of coffee, and then you will know which farm, and then sometimes you will know who is the farmer, who is the family, and then how much they get paid.
Yes, it's really like a wine, yes?
It's like a wine, it's like a very good wine. So
Cheese maybe, yes.
so yeah, we do the
Family
yes.
farm.
It's very important these days, because we're talking about now a lot of movement about, you know, the environment and friendly, sustainability, resilience. That's are good themes these days. So that I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested in more because my goal is my vision is to build a better future for the next generation.
Like you interested in sustainable development, yes?
Exactly, because because we don't own this earth, you know. We are borrowing from next generation. So how can we build a better future? But then the coffee is a great, one of the most consuming items in the entire world. How can we change that? Then can we practice drinking better coffee, more sustainable, more ethical coffee? And it's more delicious, it's healthy. It's healthier, lots of minerals, a lot of health benefits. So I think my goal is how to deliver this message, is how to deliver this coffee, specialty coffee, very easy way to introduce to the local market. That's our mission, basically.
Good point.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so great that you think about the future, about next generations. That's really great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, according to our sources, you held an art exhibition in the United States. So, describing your experience, could you please tell us more about it?
So basically, I never studied art. For me, but art has been always, I think, inside of me, because I didn't discover. When I was young, I remember my art teacher asked me to draw some animals, and then I draw like flying rainbow elephant. And you know, in Korea, everything has to be right.
Yeah.
So they told me that, I think the teacher gave me like, I think a C or D, because what is this? Is horrible drawing, la la la. So I never thought that I would be an artist. I never thought that I'm talented at, I'm good at art, doing art. But then when I went to the United States, it was totally open-minded experience. So, you know, they're encouraging you to be out of the box instead of, they're encouraging you to be you instead of what other people tell you, you know, what to do. So that's the thing, because, you know, and also one of the main differences between Asian culture and Western culture is Asian culture is more guilt-based, shame-based society, reputation-based society. You don't want to feel shame. You don't want to ruin your family's reputation. You don't want to ruin your reputation. So you always think about how other people look at you, right? How other people think about you. So it was like, oh, like this thing. But in a Western culture, is more guilt-based society. You don't want to feel guilty. And then this main difference is kind of like encouraging me to not to think about how other people look at me, but just to do what I really want to express. So that encouraged me, and then I started traveling, and then as I shared in the talk, I started dancing tango in Argentina, and then that visual experience, that emotional experience in tango dance, how can I visualize them? How can I, express myself? Basically, the art is how to express myself. And then with what languages, what mediums? So painting, sculpture, photography, or music, any form of art, you can express yourself. So that's why I wanted to do it. And then when I shared, luckily, there are a lot of people, they're like, wow, I'm very interested in. So I start having small exhibition and group shows in different countries, in the United States, in Paris, in Korea, even in Bishkek. So this led me to basically sharing my my thoughts, my basically philosophy and concept of life in an artistic form. For me, that gave me the title artist. That gave me opportunity to share my works in different communities.
Okay, and you had an opportunity to study in US. Did the chance to study in the America influence to your career decisions and successes?
Oh, absolutely. Not just America. I remember before I went to the States, my plan was not just going to the States, but going to explore around the world. So I told my dad, because when you are a Korean parent sending your kids to America, they always expect that you go to grad school, you become PhD, you can gain PhD and come back become successful professor or la 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 la. But I told them I want to go to United States for 4 years, and then I want to explore different continents in different years, and then that will be my PhD. No one will recognize me, but I think that I'm very interested in practical education. So not just the degree. You know, I didn't choose my university because of the name of the university. I chose a university where I can learn the most, that's why I chose Boston. I went to Boston University because it's a very national city, a lot of students from all over the world. There are more than 60 universities there. So I didn't just choose America. I chose a specific city. I think it's very important for me because I could have been to maybe America where like a lot of cows and just one university. Then I don't think I would be like me now. So yes, my studying experience in Boston and then working experience in New York and traveling experience in other countries in South America, I think it definitely shaped my life. And then I think traveling, exploring in the world, it's still my favorite activity in my life, and also it's the biggest learning experience and inspiration in my life.
Yes, I think that traveling is one of the best activities that everybody have to do in their lives.
Not for Instagram, for real experience.
Yes, for experience,
Yeah.
for practicing languages, for meeting some people or
Yeah.
the new cultures, exploring the new places.
Absolutely agree with you. I always recommend whenever I travel, I almost all the time I don't have any plan. I don't look for famous tourist spots. I never search them. I just go and meet people, and then I listen to them, what I need to do, and then they tell me what to do. And then, yeah, great. That's because that's how you learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the chicken style business which you are running. We all know that in Bishkek there was no Korean style fried chicken before, and you were the first one who decided to open it. So what influenced you to go for it?
Well, that's a very good question. I think there were a lot of chickens there, first of all. So that means there are a lot of chickens there is available. And long story short, because I wanted to be very different. So I can't just open the chicken place. And I also had no experience running business. And I'm horrible at selling something. So how can I make the business? And then also as a Korean, I need to do what I can do well, or I need to do what I can learn really well. And then, okay, I want to open the restaurant because, eating creates a really good community. When everyone's hungry, when they eat delicious food, everyone is happy, right?
Yeah.
So,
Totally agree.
In Korea, there's so many chicken restaurants. It's like a best you can learn, and so. But also at the same time, as I say earlier with topic about sustainability, a lot of Korean restaurants to create, you need to bring a lot of ingredients from Korea, which I didn't want to. I wanted to be everything locally sourced. So I was looking at the local chicken, local ingredients, local vegetables, everything has to be local. And then, and then that was the best item is chicken. Because I'm not making Korean some other restaurant that you have to bring ingredient from Korea. Instead, chicken was there, is really good quality, is better quality than Korea. The sunflower seed oil, which is one of the best frying oils in the world, it's all there. Everything was ready. So okay, if I open chicken restaurant, I can be sustainable. Everything I can source locally, and then everything can be natural, and then the quality will be good. And actually, it was true. The taste was even better than in South Korea. So, and I opened, and then that's the first chicken restaurant actually in the country. Even KFC is a fast food chain. They came 2.5 years after me in Kyrgyzstan, yeah. But then I'm glad that I opened before them because I want to show them, what's the real chicken, not the GMO chickens, but this kind of chicken, but good, natural, non-GMO, local chicken.
Like you won a competition or something?
Well, I don't think so. I think the KFC came and it helped us to even grow.
Yes.
Because before KFC came, people didn't know who we are. Because they don't know. Some people said, oh, I will eat your chicken until KFC come, for example, yeah? And then later, because there was nothing to compare back then. But then after KFC came, they could compare. Oh, wow, this quality is much better and much more sustainable, natural, non-GMO, and then people actually come more to my chicken restaurant.
Because they have a freedom to choose something and try both.
Exactly.
Compare, yes.
Yeah, that's why I think we need more competition.
Yes. Okay.
You want to open Korean chicken restaurant so we can compete?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Someday.
So
why not?
we can develop it,
Because I'm Korean too.
You're Korean too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Our students in DMUK, they're especially interested in entrepreneurship. They're focused on it. And can you give us some advices, tips, or guidance how to become the successful entrepreneur?
Well, I think you already know. I think as I recommend to do a lot of research, especially about entrepreneurship, which I did also. And then you will find there is no one answer. There's like a different way of doing business. And then you just need to find the right way, like your way to doing business, because you cannot just copy what others do. You can't copy how Elon Musk work or something like that, And then you researched a lot and then find your own way to do it. But mainly is business is solving problems, right? So when you have a business idea, what kind of problems can you solve with your idea, with your business? This is a very good question. And then how you want to solve it. And then most importantly, why do you want to solve this problem?
I think sorry. I'm totally agree with your words because many people want to do something that's already done before them. Like I saw this one famous guy and he did his film or something, and I want to do something like this. But they're trying to do something really same, but this is not really fit to them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So basically, yeah, a lot of people they copy and then try to follow what other people do, which is fine. I think it's fine, but I think what I want to do, what I encourage people to do is to find your own way, find your own solution, and you can get inspired by different people, get inspiration, and then shape into the beautiful plan that only you can do, only you can enjoy. You must enjoy, because business is not. A lot of people do business because they think that it's business is only like earning money for a better life, but business is basically you're solving many people's problems. And then what kind of problems? How can you solve that? And then most importantly, like I said before, why do you want to do business? Why do you want to? A lot of people don't ask this question. They only focus on what to sell. I want to sell this magazine. How I can sell? Oh, let's hire a blogger. Let's do something. But they don't really ask a question, why I want to sell this magazine?
Yes, why it fits me.
Why? For example, like this question is extremely important, I think, because people are not buying your products. People are buying your why. People are buying your reason. People are buying your vision. That why is your vision. People are reacted to your vision, not reacted to your product. Because product can be easily replaced and then copied. But even somebody copy you, that they can only copy your product. They cannot copy your philosophy, your vision, because they are not you. Then only you can do this. And then that's why I think is for those who want to do business or any entrepreneurship future career, I really encourage them to think about why do they want to do this? Why do they want to solve this problem? Then if you find that ultimate vision and ultimate reason why you want to do it, that can be your ultimate motivation. When you face problems, when you face challenges, a lot of people, of course, you want to give up. You want to find the excuse why I stopped doing this. But then if you have a clear reason, clear vision, then even though you have multiple challenges on the way, you can overcome it. You can find a way because you have a clear why you need to do this. I think that this is the very important things for those who want to do business, who want to do the entrepreneurship. Yeah. Am I doing this? I'm not sure. I'm trying to do it. So I'm also trying. I'm not saying that yeah.
Well, we think you nailed it.
Yeah,
You're
thank you
really
so
great.
much. Yeah.
So we're so okay. We were so lucky to meet you. Thank you so much for answering our questions and being with DMUK Talkies.
Bye bye.